Well, that's encouraging if that's what it is. We've been asked not to speculate about what it is, but it's impossible, really, given that we know the King has cancer, not to at least theorise what the range of cancers it could be, given that it was discovered from this procedure for the benign prostate enlargement. I mean, so I heard a doctor this morning, this evening on the radio, talking about how when you have that benign prostate enlargement, if you are the King, they probably took some tissue from the prostate area as well, and that it may have taken some time for that to be properly tested and come back. Would that be consistent with a bladder cancer discovery? And could it also have unearthed something else completely different? In other words, like you say, could it have been a secondary site for a lung cancer or colon cancer or something of that nature?
Absolutely. All of those things are possible. I'm just considering the idea that he went home. And as you say, they ask us not to speculate, but if I'm right, this is very, very, very good news. This also happens pretty commonly. And also, they didn't talk about a CAT scan or other tests. You know, this is most likely something you would find while you're doing the other procedure.
So you would be quietly encouraged by the sequence of events?
Because he went home, because the King of England went home. And because if they found this, now another possibility might be lymphoma. Lymphoma is eminently treatable as well. But again, I would have expected the King to be treated in the hospital for that, at least initially.
So the fact that
I'm encouraged by the fact that he went home and that he's getting the treatment as an outpatient.
Right.
I find that very encouraging.
That seems to me to be a significant part of this. I mean, we know that was the case on Monday. What we don't know from that statement is whether he will remain an outpatient or whether he will actually have to go in as well. All we do know is that all public engagements involving FaceTime with the public have all been cancelled or postponed. That is very, very unusual, Dr. Mark, which suggests to me that whatever it is, they're very worried about it.
Well, or that he has a recovery time here, or that he had surgery done. You know, if it was bladder cancer, they would have tried to remove it at the time that they were doing the prostate. If it's metastatic cancer of another sort, it still can respond to chemotherapy or immunotherapy or radiation, but it would be more dire than if it were the bladder.
I mean, if it is the bladder cancer, and as you say, if he's had the procedure that you said he may have had for that, what's the recovery time period like?
Well, that would be a matter of weeks. Of course, he's 75 years old. That factors into it. He's in pretty fit, and as you know, Piers, he's the anti-smoking king. He's been asking for no smoking in all of the UK, so that's good because more likely these cancers are related to smoking. So he's a healthy king, and I think that bodes well for a faster recovery unless he has a more severe cancer.